Alright, it says we've been live now for a little bit. So hopefully we're live. Lyle, just let me know when we're up and going. And I'll get this shit started.
Alright, I am hearing you from Twitch now.
Good shit. Alright, hi everybody. Lyle is here with us tonight. Shane had a big event happen in his life yesterday, and I'll let him share that because maybe he does want to put that out. But he had an extremely awesome event that happened in his life yesterday, something that I went and shared with him. But I mean, it's really his day more so. Well, not really his day. Kind of a spoiler there. I think you're picking up what I'm laying down, but I'll let him say that. So right now he is enjoying his weekend, as he should, with the person he should be enjoying it with. Congratulations to him. That's really lame. Yeah, Shane got married. There it is. Okay. Congratulations to him. He's having a good time. He's having a good weekend. And so he won't be here tonight, and that's why I bring on Lyle. So thanks, Lyle, for showing up. Really appreciate it, man.
Happy to jump in and pinch hit.
Awesome. Riku's also here in the chat. Hi, Riku. I'm just going to get a bunch of shit thrown at me tonight because I have never played this game. I'm probably going to be terrible at it. And this is going to be it's going to be a thing, I'm thinking. This is a Capcom game. It has Hager in it from Final Fight. We're going to have a good time because our episode today was on wrestling games for the N64, and because I don't trust any controller I have to work with a N64 emulator, I'm just going to play a Sega Genesis. I don't trust anything with analog controls for the N64 because I don't trust that controller. I just don't. It's a blind playthrough. Riku, you should know that. But it's not a blind playthrough. It's a first playthrough. I think that's the appropriate, politically correct thing to call these things today. So there it is. First playthrough. First playthrough. Okay, so we will load up this ROM. I mean, yeah, stream from my Genesis. And my dog is going batshit crazy. He always does this, without fail. Let me let my dog in while this loads up. Enjoy the intro if there is one, because I don't know. Get in here. Didn't think of it like what, Riku? Another delays a little bit. Alright, so Saturday Slam Masters. Okay, not much of an intro there. Cool.
Just some dude ripping his shirt off. Looked like he was supposed to look like Hogan, but like a cheap knockoff Hogan.
Makes sense. We're going to make this easy as shit for my not blind first time playthrough. Time limit?
So you're setting it on Shane mode?
Yes, I'm setting on Shane mode. Attack, jump, pin. Seems easy enough. Okay. And I'm playing with the controller that came with my Genesis Mini. And it's just like a Sega Genesis controller. And I love these big controllers. I'm not saying I have huge hands. Probably not like our patron Riku, who has gigantic hands, I have heard. But I do like bigger controllers because I'm an adult man.
Are you talking like you like grown-up sized controllers, or are you talking like the Duke was a good sized controller?
You know what? I don't mind the Duke.
Okay, that puts it in perspective.
Yeah. This is so cheesy. Ooh, Oni. Should I be Oni or should I be Hager?
Yes, absolutely be Oni.
Okay, I'll be Oni then.
Oh, these are so bad.
Riku says Hager. Too late. I chose Oni. Oh, there's like little intros and everything. He has a monkey on his back. Okay.
What's he addicted to?
I don't know. This is like Street Fighter inputs or something? Can I get up on the ropes? Okay.
always
Oh,
forget
cool.
how good Genesis games look still.
Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good.
I was always amazed at how much better they looked than SNES games.
You think they look better?
I feel like I'm thinking back through the library of Genesis versus SNES games that I've played.
I think there's a certain charm to it. I actually
Maybe
think,
in maybe in this case the color palette just looks a little bit brighter.
yeah, not a lot of Genesis games actually had a bright color palette, just because it couldn't display as many colors on screen as its competition.
I mean, even thinking about Super Mario, which is all bright colors,
Yeah.
there's still not a lot of. This has good contrast to its colors. The brights are bright, but that's not the only note that they've got.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, the Genesis, in terms of total colors that could display on screen at the same time, is actually... It's not even as high as what you get with the TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine. Which is interesting. So, like, it could... Like, if you ever see a TurboGrafx game, like Bonk, it's going to be actually a lot... you're going to see a lot more colors. That's cool. Than you can for a Genesis game if you want it to. I'm not going out there, you dumbass. What do you think I am? There's not much to this game. It's pretty basic. Unless I'm just missing something. I might be. Get over here, coward. Okay, maybe there is more to this game than I think, because the computer's doing fun stuff. Oh, yeah, there is! Nice! Def Jam... Of course it's not Def Jam Fight for New York. This is like 10 years before. Minimum. We'll see how this playthrough goes, and if I do well on this one, we'll load it up with Hagar, and we'll play it with Hagar. Comrade Zangief was right. You all fight cheap. This is definitely throwing some Street Fighter. Why is he saying Comrade in Mexico in the early 90s? That doesn't make sense. Zangief's from USSR. Just gonna punch you? Body slam his ass. See if there's button combos or something I can do. Clothesline! Get fucked. There has to be a way to do special moves. Someone should strip it for me. Yeah, at least my score's going up. That's cool. I think this was a... I think this was an arcade game, too. What's in Tokyo? Gun lock? My guns are loaded and ready for action. Oh, wait. He tossed me.
right, it looks like you do have access to 2 special moves.
How do you do them?
You can do a Cyclone Kick by jumping and attacking simultaneously.
Okay. Yep. It's not letting me do it. Oh, it did let me do it there. Hell yeah.
And you can do a Neck Wrecker by doing a 360 rotation and then jump attack.
Oh, that sounds convenient. Is that just for my character?
Yes, those are the things for Oni specifically.
Okay. Does it say 360 starting with what from what direction?
It does not say.
Just 360.
Yes.
All right. I'm in Moscow. Hagar's in Moscow? Oh, snap. It uses the Russian Federation flag, which is interesting.
Well, when was this set?
I don't know. Because I know, like, Zangief is in the USSR. And that... That was in 92. But, I mean, the USSR had fallen in 92, if I'm not mistaken.
For some reason, the year I have in my head is 89, but that doesn't seem right. His health bar is gone. Why is he still punching you?
I don't know. This should be done now. Like, he rolled out of the ring when he was dead. Suplex pin. Sayonara, Barbarian dog breath. Hanover. Where's Hanover?
Hanover is Germany.
Okay, there it is, Germany, yeah. And this is, yeah, it's not East and West Germany, it's just Germany.
Or, you know, the little podunk town that I grew up near.
Really? I did not know you grew up in Germany.
I didn't.
Oh,
it's a little podunk town in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, called Hanoverton.
Oh.
But there's a ridiculous story about the Hanover versus Hanoverton. Because someone claims that they never actually legally changed it, even though all of the signage says Hanoverton. And
why would they change it from Hanover to Hanoverton?
I don't know. Honestly, at this point, it's just one of the silly things that locals get on about.
I'm sure. Perfect. No, not quite. Yeah, this is all ripped straight from Street Fighter.
Did Street Fighter have the... I'm trying to think of how to describe it. You could move kind of, you know, almost a faux third direction? I don't remember.
That's Fatal Fury.
Okay.
Where you can jump into, like, the background and foreground. This dude's tall. Hey, Riku, that guy looks like you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This guy's not playing nice. I didn't know I could do that. Bring in the chair, bitch. Ah! Get up, fool! Get up, fool!
On the ground is not where you want to be.
No. Oh, snap! I don't know how that happened. I didn't give up! I did not give up. It's bullshit.
It looks like you snapped him pretty good. By which I mean you got snapped pretty good. I don't know why I said it the wrong way.
Okay.
He is massively tall.
Yes.
I've always thought that move looked like he was just taking a bite out of somebody.
I don't know how it's gone from, like, me suplexing the dude into, okay. So me just throwing him against the ropes. I don't like that. Yeah, stop it! Ah! Oh shit, I got wrecked faster this time. He's doing a lot of damage. I get it, I lost. I'm losing on the easiest difficulty, y'all. This is not a good sign.
I mean I know the answer to that.
Get good, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay, how's this guy doing this much damage?
Mostly with a karate chop and having giant hands.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. Like, the entire time it was pretty easy until this dude.
That does not feel like a reasonable slope on a difficulty curve.
No. No, I can't block. It's attack, jump, and pin. Those are the controls.
Yeah, it seems like their opinion is that your only defense is the best defense.
That's bullshit. Hey, how come I pinned him and then I fucking bullshit? What the fuck?
It seems like you can resist being pinned more the higher your stamina bar is.
I've kind of figured that.
Yeah, it's...
But when he's just doing a ton of damage to me, and then, like, I pin him, I get kicked off, and then he just beats the shit out of me. It's a little weird. Yeah, the other thing is, I land an attack on him, and it results in him attacking me. No! Stop! God! Yeah, I pinned him. I shouldn't... If I have more stamina than him, I shouldn't... There it is. Yeah, you're right. When Super Saiyan, got it.
Did you just change your hair color?
Yes.
Is that all you did?
Yep. What other moves does he have?
I think that's the only special things he has.
That's it?
It looks like most people only have either the 2 or sometimes a 3 set of moves. Everything else is just normal moves. He is large.
Yes.
Yeah, the episode today was quite good. I did enjoy listening to everyone reminisce. I have never been a huge wrestling fan, but I remember playing a whole bunch of one of the N64 WCW NWO games. I don't remember which one now.
They're both good. What the fuck is even going on?
Looks like maybe World Tour. Or Revenge, maybe. I don't remember which. Or maybe I played both.
Get my
If only
ass
you
kicked
could
by
hit
this
him
dude.
while he was trying to get back into the ring.
Shit. Get up, you... Get up! Okay, that's bullshit. He has no stamina. I know I have no stamina either, but come on. Just because he refuses to pin me is not my fucking problem. I'm on the ropes! I'm under the ropes! Yeah, he loves spamming his shit. I need to start spamming my shit. That's what I need to start doing. It's the only way to do this. I have to learn. You have to spam. I'm in Calgary.
Ah, that explains it.
What?
All the poutine.
Yes. I need to get some poutine. There has to be a poutine place. We have a halal place here. If we have a halal restaurant, I should be able to get a poutine restaurant.
I mean, I can just send you my poutine recipe, and you can make it yourself.
That could work. Does it have tater tots?
Yeah, I do mine with tater tots.
Nice.
Though, talking to some of my Canadian friends, they're
Yes.
like, wait, you can get tater tots? I'm like, oh man,
I
I'm
think
sorry,
tater
friends.
tots is a North American poutine thing.
Well, I mean, these are my friends in Canada.
Yeah, Riku,
Kind of-
it's never a bad time to talk poutine.
Except when you're eating poutine, because you're too busy eating the poutine.
Exactly. Yeah, send me your poutine recipe and I'll post it. Post pictures in Discord when I make it. Diavolo from JoJo. If that's yeah, I think this predates JoJo though. Spam Cyclone Kick! Haha! See, I can spam too, assholes! See how this works? You want to spam your little swing move? I can spam too. Except you're doing much better than I thought you would. Uh-huh. Ah! Bastard. Oof. You know, now I don't wonder why this game wasn't remembered at all.
Because it's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah. It's just that there's not much to it, and when the computer wants to win, they're going to win. It's definitely an arcade game. That's for damn sure.
It's not the one.
Wow, I can't even get it. I can't do anything.
I am not having good luck finding my poutine recipe. I'll have to keep digging. Usually I just search for it and it's the same one that I've already looked up, but it wasn't. I'm not finding it. And to be fair, I never look for anything other than the gravy recipe, and finding that is.
Ah! Such trash!
This might be it.
I need to figure out, yeah, there's moves I just don't know here, because when I ran in to do a kick at him, he went straight into a grapple, so...
So, okay, so it is run, grab, reverse, pins and tap outs, climb the turnbuckle, enter the ring, bounce off the ropes, use weapons.
Okay, so, like... Yeah, I don't get any of this. Because I ran in to do a clothesline, and he went straight into a grapple. I don't know how he's doing that.
Alright, so this says to grapple, you press your control pad towards them, and then press the attack button. Once they are grabbed, you can press attack to hit them. Left or right, and attack throws them. And up or down, and attack body slams them.
And they keep breaking out of it.
Or you can just keep whirlwind kicking them.
That seems to be the only way to really do shit. I can't... Ah! He threw me in the ropes! I can't do shit! That should be enough. Fuck! Like, yeah, you have to spam your special. It doesn't give you any incentive to not do that. Who's the boss? Is that it?
There you go. I just dropped you a message on Discord that is my poutine recipe.
Outstanding.
It's what gravy I use and then what I put in with it.
Okay, I'm going to pause this for a brief second. My bladder is not happy. So let me mute the... Let me mute my mic. And turn off my camera here. I will be right back.
And that leaves me to entertain people for several minutes.
Yes. Let's do a soft reset here. All right, be right back.
So yeah, it is never a bad time to talk about poutine. I have found a successful poutine gravy recipe. Some recipes tend to either have chicken broth or beef broth. I have found one that uses both, and I found that by doing both, you get a lot of the rich boldness that you would associate with a beef broth, but by cutting it with half chicken broth, you end up kind of making it not so heavy, so you get some of the lightness to it as well. I mean, it's gravy, so it's still going to be thick and heavy, but it kind of balances out. Oh, Riku, what did I have for dinner? I made chicken parmesan. I was a little concerned that I wasn't going to be able to finish it simply making it because we are currently packing up to move houses, and so every time I went to look for something, oh no, that's been packed. Oh no, that's also been packed. Nope, that's in a box. Nope, packed. I ended up boiling my pasta in my Instapot, and just, yeah, it was an adventure making dinner. But I like adventures. We served it with bow tie pasta because that was the only one we could find quickly. Usually I would serve it with either a spaghetti or a fettuccine.
Yeah, this is just kind of Hulk Hogan. Okay, I'm back.
Riku was just asking me since he was talking about food, he asked me what I made for dinner. I was describing my chicken parmesan.
Sounds good too. I've just recently learned how to fry chicken, and I'm enjoying it.
I may have to pick your brain about that then, because I haven't. I mean, are you using an actual deep fryer? Are you using an air fryer? Are you just using a pan of oil?
Deep fryer, but you could do the same thing with a pan of oil.
I will say that I tried to make country fried steak at one point, and it was disappointing. It is hard to find someone around here, way up in the Northeast, who knows how to make any of like the good Southern comfort foods that I grew up with.
I would say,
which is funny because I didn't really grow up in the South,
right?
But kind of the area of Ohio I grew up with was kind of South adjacent enough that a lot of the comfort foods we had were still Southern comfort foods.
So you didn't grow up in Maine?
No, I grew up in Ohio.
Okay.
I moved to Maine for college.
Okay.
Let me rephrase that. I moved to Maine to follow my wife, who was then my girlfriend and then fiance, and at the time that we were both going to college. There was not a college here that was good enough that I wanted to come specifically for the college. Its biggest feature is the college my fiance is at.
Very nice.
It's worked out so far for me.
That's good.
But yeah, like, nobody up here, I have not been to a restaurant here that understands how to produce biscuits and gravy, which astounds me because it's not that hard.
Well,
like,
no, I can completely understand that. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted. Go for it.
Well, the thing is, it's not the biscuits they mess up. The biscuits are hard. It's the gravy they mess up. And how do you mess up sausage gravy? I don't understand.
I didn't grow up with sausage gravy. But that's kind of where I get into my story. So I grew up outside Chicago, in the suburbs. So we had none of the Southern comfort food. I don't think even we really understood good food outside of steak. And potatoes.
So, may I distract you for just a moment and ask you your stance on pizza, then?
What about it, specifically?
People from Chicago area usually have opinions about pizza.
Of course I do. I have a lot of opinions about pizza. Just what do you want to know about my opinion on pizza?
I mean, do the rest of us not understand what pizza is, and that we should be eating it in this, like, pie-shaped thing with a fork?
I do think you should be eating it in the pie-shaped thing with a fork. I do think you should be doing that. But, I don't hate New York-style pizza. You have to understand, they're different things.
Yeah, that's really the thing. I look at those as kind of the extremes of what pizza can be, and the thing I like is kind of, I would say, just kind of the Chicago side of center. Where I like pan pizza, so it's got a nice pan crust, but it's still very much a slice it and pick it up with your hands.
Yeah, and you can pick up a lot of them with your hands. Deep dish pizzas in Chicago. It's just, yeah, when you get it fresh, yeah, you're going to have to eat it with a fork, because it's just a fork and knife, because it's going to fall apart. But do I prefer Chicago-style pizza to New York?
It's almost a savory pie.
Yes. Yeah. But even Chicago thin crust, I think, is really good. If you get it at the right place. Chicago thin crust is absolutely fantastic. Because they have their own brand of thin crust, but no one talks about it because it's their deep dish that they sell.
Well, and it's their deep dish that's like actually unique. Like anybody can make thin crust pizza. Well, I'm sure anybody could make Chicago style.
Yeah,
deep dish pizza too, but like thin crust pizza is a New York thing.
Yeah, well, the Chicago style is if you ever had a thin crust with cheese. I mean, not cheese. Obviously, you're gonna have it with cheese. That's square cut. If it's square cut, that's like it's Chicago cut.
What? Where you just take a round pizza and cut it in squares?
Yes.
Yeah, I've had that a lot.
Yeah, that's Chicago cut.
Huh. Did not know that. Well, thank you, Chicago. I hope my on-call pager thing is not coming through on the Twitch audio.
St. Louis.
It's going off a lot.
St. Louis style thin crust. I haven't had St. Louis style thin crust. I haven't even heard of it. I'd love to go there.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I would have gone to Kansas City last year if it wasn't for the obvious. I'm absolutely upset about that. I was all slated to go there.
I don't know if I'm in St. Louis, pizza's not what I'm thinking about.
No, I'm going for barbecue.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't gonna go to St. Louis. I was gonna go to Kansas City. So yeah, definitely barbecue. But I'll say this: Memphis barbecue is a little overrated. It's still good, but it's overrated. Texas barbecue is it's hit or miss. It depends who's making it. That's really what it comes down. I guess that's for all barbecue too.
I was gonna say barbecue in general is hit or miss. Like if you don't know what you're doing, you can screw anything up.
Yeah, I will say
the first rack of ribs I smoked was a mess because I did not understand ratios.
Yeah,
I mean I understand how ratios work. I did not know what my ratio should be with the amount of salt in my dry rub, and they were just salty and disgusting.
I will say this: the best barbecue I've ever had was in South Carolina. South Carolina has some fucking good ass barbecue.
The last time I was south in a meaningful way was in the month between when I had my gallbladder attack and when I had my gallbladder removed.
Ew.
And so I was terrified of food and lived on salads and sadness. We went down to Tybee Island, which is just outside of Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting there. Everybody else is getting hush puppies and blackened fish and low country boil. And I'm like, I'll have a salad. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I dislike salad. It's just I'm in the motherland of comfort food, and none of that comfort food is.
You can have. Yeah.
The thing is, nobody told me I couldn't have it, but when you have a gallbladder attack, it fucking sucks. And like they were already planning on removing it, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna not tempt fate, and I'm just gonna be sad for a month.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
I mean, it's been like almost 10 years ago. It's not.
But like, yeah, there's something special about Southern food. There's no denying it. Southern food is some of the best in the country.
In general, when you find a dish that is delicious and you ask where it came from, I guarantee you the answer is peasants.
Of course. Was it like even like lobster? Lobster started as a poor fisherman's food, if I'm not mistaken. Like
Slave
no one
food.
wanted to eat lobster, and now everyone wants to eat lobster.
Almost every food that is delicious, and you're like, man, who came up with this? The answer is poor people.
Yeah. Same with weapons.
Okay. I mean, for me, the real kind of realization for that is, I was thinking about carrot cake. I'm like, okay, who saw this delicious spice cake and said, you know what this needs? This needs carrots. And the answer is peasants.
Of course.
Because the carrots brought a bunch of sweetness, so they didn't have to use as much sugar in their spice cakes.
Oh.
And when you're a, Germanic peasant in the, 1600s or something, you probably don't have a lot of money to buy sugar, but you can grow a bunch of fucking carrots.
Yeah, because sugar is more of a high-end kind of spice. Like, traditionally, especially if in Europe.
Yeah, whereas carrots.
Just common.
And so anything you could use to not have to use so much sugar and still get a similar result is a win.
Yeah. That makes sense. Kind of like the Chicago hot dog. I'm sure you're aware of the Chicago hot dog.
I guess the only thing I really know about the Chicago hot dog is that it's just loaded up with stuff.
Do you know why?
Were they cheaper hot dogs?
Well,
and
one
so
is
you put a bunch of stuff on them.
hot dogs just a naturally cheaper way of eating things. Like they're not steak, they're not hamburger. It's just like everything, right?
It's the scraps on the floor.
Exactly.
In a tube.
And then
my 8-year-old asked me, Daddy, what's in a hot dog? I'm like, trust me, kid, you don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't.
You are not an adventurous enough eater yet to understand what's in here and still appreciate it.
Wow,
Whereas me, like when I'm with my friends and we look to order food, I go to the menu and I'm like, what is the scariest looking thing on here? What gives me the most pause? That's what I want.
I'm kind of the same way. Yeah. But with the Chicago style hot dog was created during the Great Depression. So that's why it has pickles and relish and onions and everything on it. It's because it was supposed to provide
all of those things are super.
Yeah.
All of those things are super cheap too.
Yes. So it's supposed to provide a balanced kind of nutritious meal, in terms of nutrients. Without costing
While
a ton of money.
Cheap.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Riku. Like, if you're not doing the weird shit, what are you doing?
I mean, the prime example of that for me is at one point a bunch of folks were ordering from this place that specialized in bubble tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you want to put what in the tea? What? And I'm like, okay, give me one of these. And now I'm really upset that it has been well over a year since I've had a nice boba. But times such as they are.
Japan's interesting too, because you can get horse sashimi there.
Oh.
In Italy, you can get horse paninis.
I mean, and I think that horse steaks is a very big French thing.
Perhaps, I don't know. I know they eat frog and snail. Neither of which I've had. Because I'm going to have to jump kick this dude. Stay back, fucker. Yeah, I don't know how to...
Who are you playing? Let me see if I can find you some more moves.
Hager.
Hager the Horrible?
Hager from Final Fight.
So spinning clothesline is jump and attack. Spinning pile driver is 360 jump attack. And a suplex pin is after you've grappled them, which seems like is still easier said than done.
Yeah.
It's up and then down and attack.
Huh. Yeah, the thing is you can grapple them, but as soon as you grapple them, they get out of it and they grapple you and you can't get out of it. I've had crocodile, I've had kangaroo. I think I've said I've had kangaroo before on this. And kangaroo is really good. I've had gator, obviously. You live in Florida, you're going to eat gator. Unless you just don't want to.
That sounds like something you have to actively avoid.
I mean, you don't... Yeah, I mean, in a sense. I mean, it wasn't until my mid-20s when I had fried pickles, too. So, I mean, take that into consideration.
At least in the areas I've been, both in, like, the Midwest and the Northeast, it seems like that's about when they started being prevalent.
What's that?
It feels like it's a Southern thing, but I had never seen them before until kind of probably the aughts.
I mean, I didn't... I've only seen it in the South. I'll put it that way. I've never seen it up north.
You can absolutely get fried pickles here, but I think the first place I saw it was in a restaurant called Texas Roadhouse, which I don't know how wide of a chain that is outside of like where I've been.
We have it here. We have a Texas Roadhouse here.
Okay.
I think it's a Texas chain, just an inkling.
Yeah, I would guess so. And honestly, the other place around here that you can get reasonably good Southern-ish food, and I'm going to hate myself for saying this, but Cracker Barrel.
No, that's true. You can reasonably reasonable Southern food.
It's very, mass-produced, but it's still better than anybody else around here for that stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Even down here, like, people like Cracker Barrel. And you think they wouldn't. Now, Riku doesn't like Cracker Barrel. I don't like Cracker Barrel.
When nobody else can make me a country fried steak, and I haven't figured it out yet, I go to Cracker Barrel, I eat my steak, I have my regrets, and I enjoy it. Listen, I just told you I don't have a gallbladder. Eating something with that much fat in it, I have regrets. And yet, I keep doing it anyway.
This fucking guy. He has long fucking legs. The peg game, I always play the peg game and always lose. Like, you'd think I'd memorize it by this point, but no. It's not like the pattern never changes. And you get to set up yourself, too. I'm just a loser. Get your ass back in here. Proper way to eat steak. Go. You know what? Hey, look. I'm gonna be honest. You go to these really expensive steak places. It is a different. It's a different world. It is entirely in a different world in how you eat steak. There was a steakhouse in Chicago, and we went to the one outside Chicago. It's called Gibson's, and it tasted like you put the steak in your mouth, and it tasted like a cloud. And it was still meaty and juicy, but it was this really fluffy taste to it. I can't describe it. And this is like a $40 steak minimum. Now, like, my dad was paying, so I got myself like the 30 ounce or 40 ounce porterhouse, whatever's the biggest one. Probably the 42 ounce porterhouse, because I was like really working out at the time. I was a drill instructor up in the Navy, so doing a lot of exercise. So I killed that, but that was like $100 steak, and I would get it rare or blue. You know, the bloodier the better. That's my opinion on it. But it has to be a good fucking steak. It can't be like shit. It has to be really well seared on the outside and just really tender and juicy on the inside. It has to be really high grade. But if you don't have that, if you don't have the access to do that, I understand most people don't, then just go ahead and get yourself a good New York strip, and I would say rare, the best medium rare. You can't trust anyone who likes their steak higher than anything medium. That's what I would say. How about you, Lyle?
So I've only been to a really high-end steakhouse probably one time. It was at a tech conference, and one of our vendors was paying, and so it was another one of those. Someone else is paying. I'm having a really good steak, and it was this beautiful dry-aged steak that was just life-changing. But that notwithstanding, if I'm making it at home, I'm still like learning and experimenting. Mm-hmm. But I would say my go-to currently is, if I could get whatever, I would probably pick up a Delmonico and then get it home, salt the outside of it, and let it just sit for at least an hour, if not several hours.
Oh, yeah.
And just kind of develop a crust on the outside. And then you reverse sear it, which is put it in a 200-degree oven for 15 minutes, a half hour. So it's most of the way cooked. And what this is doing is it's basically the same thing as a sous vide, but without the sous vide. And then, you take your nice cast iron pan, get it ridiculously hot, and just, 1 to 2 minutes on each side to get a nice, good sear on the outside.
Yeah.
See, I'm still shooting for a medium rare. I find rare, except in fantastic steaks, to be a little bit under for me. But
that's what I'm saying. Medium, it has to be a fantastic steak.
Anything over medium, and I'm starting to be disappointed.
Yes, and I agree with you. If you don't have a fantastic grade steak, if you don't have fantastic grade meat, don't get it rare. Like, medium rare is probably more appropriate, because it's not going to be that good. I mean, let's not lie to ourselves. Mm-hmm. Ribeye can't be rare. Too much connective tissue. Then don't get ribeye.
Yeah, and when I'm picking out a steak, I try to get the one with whatever has the most marbling possible.
Absolutely. But you're going to pay for it.
One of the things I want is a nice steak tartare. I've not been in a place where that was reasonable to do.
I have been eating a lot of chicken. I love my chicken. And chicken's easy to cook too, so it's hard to fuck up chicken.
Oh, I don't know. I have had way too many badly done chicken breasts in my life. And I largely blame my dad for that. Not out of any kind of malice, but he just cooked the hell out of the chicken breasts. And for a long time, I thought I just didn't like white meat. But the answer is, it's not that. It's I don't like overcooked and dry white meat.
I'm going to swap this up. I'm going to change over to Fire Pro Wrestling on the Super Nintendo. Probably for another half hour. And see how that goes. Saturday Night Slam Masters. Let's do a quick review of it. Not good, okay? Or I just suck at it, but I don't have an instruction manual. It's not very intuitive.
And I would say that I am not the best Sherpa.
No, you might not be the best Sherpa. That might be true. But I mean, it's not a very good game. Like, you try to go in there, you try to go in for moves. The computer knows exactly what they're doing. That was the easiest difficulty, everybody. And I would just go in there and I would get fucking wrecked, and I couldn't even attack. And maybe it's definitely probably because I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I granted that. I was not having a good time there, people. When I was pulling off moves, it was good, but like definitely go check our episode out today about the N64 THQ games and why it was so much bigger. But I'm going to check out some Fire Pro Wrestling. Let me go grab my 6-button controller. I'll be right back. I think it's right around the corner, so I won't even really leave. I'll just be in the background. 1 second. It's not in the background. Where the fuck is it? Right there. Now I don't know where I put my fucking controller.
While Chris is looking for his controller, I will take the moment to tell you that about my favorite controller that I think I may have heard about from our good friends Chris and Shane, though maybe someone else, I don't remember. But I picked up an 8-bit DOE SN, I think it's the SN30. It looks just like the SNES controllers. I just take an SNES controller and slap on a pair of DualShock joysticks and a second set of shoulder buttons. It's a
pulled pork.
Now you know what it feels like. I use that for my Switch. I use it on my PC. It's a great controller and I love it. Also, Riku, pulled pork mac and cheese sounds amazing.
Pulled pork in general, I love me some fucking pulled pork.
Yeah, I
Love
agree.
it.
And let me tell you, I've discovered one of the secrets to good homemade mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Good homemade anything with cheese, really. Take the extra, like, literally 2 minutes, buy blocks of cheese and not shredded cheese.
Okay.
I mean, buy a cheap-ass cheese grater and buy blocks of cheese and then grate it yourself. Because bagged shredded cheese has some kind of, I think it's cornstarch or something, an anti-stick coating on it. Well, like when you melt it in mac and cheese, you want that shit to stick together. You don't want it to be like all grainy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there's your, we switched to 100% grating our own cheese, mostly because I insisted.
Pink means complex with a custom key. What custom key?
I think that custom key is right next to the any key, Chris.
Yes. Looking up shit. Okay. It works. Alright. I think I got this going. Now, again, I haven't played this before, so I'm going to suck at this too, and I'm going to complain and say it's a bad game because I suck.
I will try to be a less bad Sherpa this time.
It's a Super Fire Pro Wrestling X. Ooh. There's my option. There's my option. Is this too loud? I have a feeling it might be too loud.
Hold on, let me... From my perspective, the game volume could come down just a hair, but what does Riku think?
I just turned it down a little bit. I don't know what this means. New wrestler edit. That's cool. Exciting tournament. One night dream match. World Championship. Where's difficulty? There's no difficulty. I'm kind of fucked. Alright, one night dream match. Let's go with that. Rules 3 count. 3 count. Submit only. Ooh. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. 1 fall. 3 falls. Ooh. Random. New Japan. All Japan? This is awesome. Do New Japan. Com level. Lowest. Alright. Jushin Liger. Nice. I think he's dead, though. Wild Pegasus. I heard of him. Black Tiger. Oh, this is so cool. He's the Hawk. Oh, he's one of the LOD. I mean, he's dead, too. That's not good. Benoit. Was that Chris Benoit? Can't be Chris Benoit. Who's my opponent? Sabu! Oh, Otani! Sweet. Oh, this is all New Japan. Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, that was the drop kick. I don't want to do that. Okay. I think this is far more technical.
In a good way or a bad way?
I don't know yet. I don't know the controls. I'm getting my butt kicked.
Alright, standing, all wrestlers have 3 choices at the start: a weak attack, a medium attack, and a powerful attack. That's Y for Y for weak, B for medium, A for power, X to run to the ropes, or X and left or right to run into either of the corners. Now you can run to the rope and then use one of those moves.
So how do I grapple? Because he's always grappling and beating me. Always beating me.
I am attempting to figure it out.
Shows the training mode. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, like, he's grappling me, and I can't do anything. Like, he just initiates a grapple, and then I get body slammed.
This guide is not fantastic. It says you can grapple, and then it tells you what you can do once you have grappled.
Well, what can I do once I grapple?
Well, first you have to figure out how to grapple, which is the part I can't tell you.
Oh. I might just do one. I need to figure out what the fuck to even do. I don't know how I did that. Apparently I fucking...
If there are, like, stamina bars or anything,
No.
they're not visible. Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Japan. Oh, Al Snow. No, Al Snow. Oh, it's definitely not Al Snow. Johnny Ace. Is that Mr. Perfect? Looks like Mr. Perfect. Very Gordy. Fuji. Hulk Hogan. Take it this is WCW. Oh, there's... Oh, okay.
You mean the giant WCW that's floating in the background? Did that give it away?
Yeah.
Oh wow, this has got a bunch of stuff. Dude.
What's that?
Oh, the guy you were on at one point, his name was literally just Dude.
Yeah, Dude Love. He doesn't look like Dude Love, though. Be fucking Vader. Ah, shit. It actually wants me to have a second controller plugged in.
You play player 2?
Yeah. It's not gonna happen. I wish I knew how to fucking play this game. It looks interesting. Scott and Rick Steiner. Great Buddha. I'm choosing his outfit. That'll work. Okay, why can't I... What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Okay, stay on it. Okay, 1 versus 2 player. Alright, I'll be Cebu. So you said Y was a weak attack, B was a medium attack, A was a strong attack, and X was run? And what else do I do? Jesus Christ. Like, I don't understand. Like, I grapple, and then what do I do? Like, they always win the grapple.
I don't know how to tell you how to win the grapple. That looks uncomfortable.
Like, I'm gonna have to look up how to play this game, because none of this is making any sense. Like, if they always win the grapple, I want to know why. It's not just like it's not just a matter of me sucking. It's just me not knowing how to play this fucking game, and it's expecting me to know how to play this game.
Yeah, and like the info I'm finding isn't sufficient to explain it to help.
All these, like, and that's the other thing. Like, Fire Pro fans are like super annoying because they're like, "Oh, this is such a great game," and then like, I don't know how to fucking play it.
Like, maybe it is after you explain it to me.
Yeah, like this game is extremely inaccessible. Like, I don't even know how to get back into the ring. I don't know. Okay, I guess
You
I do
fall
that.
down trying to get back in the ring.
I did, because I thought you pressed the run button, like in... What the fuck do I do? I'm done. Okay, this is it. I'm done. Stream's done. I can't play this game. I'm getting fucking frustrated. Like, this is not fun.
You know what? If it stops being fun, don't play it anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not having fun with this. Hey, look, tell Goobs that his game sucks. Tell him that. Tell him that, obviously, this game is fucking terrible. That's what you can fucking tell Goobs about this being a technical version. Yeah, it's technical, and it fucking blows.
It's technical, but it's technically bad.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. See, I just lost. I don't know how do I even fucking attack?
Push button until win?
I mean, I guess there's no training mode. This game, like, there's not even controller. I don't know. In any case, you know, I say a lot. In any case, I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna call this one a night. I'm calling it a night before I get too frustrated. I honestly want to figure out how to play this game because everyone who talks about this game, Fire Pro Wrestling, says it's a great game, and it doesn't seem like it. It seems like you grapple and the computer does whatever it wants to do with you, and I'm gonna freely admit it's because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And Rick, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just getting frustrated because Fire Pro Wrestling fans are those kind of fans. They're like, "Oh, it's so great! It's such a good game," and I want it to be a good game. I want to have a good time. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's nothing intuitive about this. Again, this is why the N64 games that we cover in our episodes today were like, those were, I think, top of the line. Anyone can jump in, anyone can have a good time, and you can do it with your friends who know nothing about wrestling.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, exactly. And like Lyle earlier said, you liked what WCW NWO Revenge is what you said.
I think it was Revenge that we played the most of. It's like I didn't watch much in the way of wrestling. I'm like, that guy's wearing red and black. That look cool. I'm gonna punch people.
Exactly, and like you could do moves and feel like you're doing things, and even if you knew the person you're playing against was much better than you, yeah, they probably still kick your ass. But you could do things, and you knew how to do the things. Or that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can't do that in this game. So I'll look it up. I'll see if I can find a way to play it. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight. I think I'm pretty worn out on these wrestling games. Lyle, do you want to put anything out? You want to plug You Random by any chance? There's an episode that'll be coming out within 10 days or so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am one of the hosts of a rather ridiculous and kind of undirected podcast called You Random. You can find us at urandom-podcast.info. We release a show once every month, but boy, is it a doozy. It's usually in the 2 to 3 hour range. because it's basically three friends getting together at the pub to shoot the shit and talk about all the cool things we found in the last month. Except that the pub is our computer desks because we're fucking nerds.
That's awesome. So go check out YouRandom, and thank you, Lyle, for stopping by tonight, really to help us. And thank you, Lyle is a patron of ours. He's one of our longest and best patrons, I will say. Thank you so much for doing that, Lyle. You're, man, can't really put into words.
But you spend your money where you get your enjoyment, and I enjoy what you guys do, and you support your friends.
Thank you.
That's how I be.
Thank you. And if you want to join Lyle, you can go to gorpfans.com, GORP fans.com, because there was something ridiculous suggested by our patrons on Discord. Just say, like, OnlyFans. But
you're welcome.
Gorp.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was great. So if you want to become a patron, you want to support the show, go to gorpfans.com. If you think that's just a little too much for you, just go to Patreon, and it's Retro Hangover. Just look us up there. Other than that, yeah, we are a podcast. You can find us on the catcher of your choice, I guess what it's called. So like Google, Google, iTunes, Podcaster, whatever is out there, Spotify, we're all there. Just type in Retro Hangover, you can find us. Social media, of course, it says right there, Retro Hangover, we're all there. You can go to our merch store, and you get a fantastic little handy dandy coffee mug. It's hot, isn't it? I love the coffee mug. I drink out of this every morning. I have a good time. And that you can find that at bit.ly/RHP merch. You can get your merch. I know we're forgetting things. So you're probably watching this on YouTube. You can find us every Sunday at around 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's Eastern United States Time. Come out and hang out with us. Riku's here all the time, and Riku's a great Twitch compatriot. Lyle's here no matter what, whether he's on audio or he's in the chat. Great time. Llama's here, and we have some other people who show up doing just providing great Twitch chat as they yell at me and I yell at them. Getting all bent out of shape because of wrestling games I don't understand how they work. So there's that, like tonight. Am I forgetting anything? I'm not. Oh, the Discord. Go to the Discord. Become part of our Discord. There's a lot of stuff happening in our Discord. You find a lot of good information. Our Discord is bit.ly/RHP chat. Just go there and you can become part of our community. It's we have some really good people in there, some really good people who love to chat it up. We talk about pretty much everything, and we talk shit to each other, and at least I have a good time doing it. And if other people don't have a good time, well, I would like to know if they're not having a good time. But I think they do. Because they give me shit too, and it's a good time. I like shit being thrown my way. This is a really weird conversation to have a direction in going into. So any chance, Lyle, do you have anything else you'd like to say before we cut off?
Just no. I'm boring.
All right. So until next time, phrasing with your joysticks. Thank you, Riku. I don't understand what you mean by phrasing. You can tell me in a minute. All right, everybody, have a great night.